to Elephant Adam, because I'll never forget him. He's a very young man, probably 37, and he looked at me and said, who's going to let you down? When I'm done with you, I'm going to be the one to marry you. At the time he was 37, I was already 44, and I was looking, in Africa, we always like to marry a man older than us. And I said, you're going to marry this young. I was even thinking, what does he even know? This is the same young man that started all this bed. Let's see what he can do. But this medical doctor specializes only on that organ called pancreas. So he's a pancreatologist. And he looked at me and said, yeah, I'm not going to die. I like you. I can marry you. I love you. And I was saying all that. And I'm now realizing that that's to build my confidence. So that when it takes me to surgery, that confidence will bolster my energy. Because when you don't have that confidence and you're going to go through surgery, lack of confidence alone in yourself may not make you, be able to start the surgery, But lo and behold, it took me to surgery. But this time around, I've been caught the first time, remember? They looked at me and said, "You don't do it that way. I'm going to go through your mouth." And he did it about four times. They call it stent. All of you in the nursing profession, you know what it's called a stent. It's like a pacemaker that they put in the heart. They can put it anywhere that is not functioning properly. So when they put it there, in about 2 weeks, we'll take me back to see how well it's functioning. If it's not functioning the way it's supposed to be functioning, we'll take it out with another one. By the time we did it 4th time, I felt better. He washed me over a month, and he said, "I think you're good. You can go now." And I'll be contacting you when you feel you're good on your feet and blah, blah, blah. I went home. And this time when I went home, I didn't go home with a tube. I meant I wasn't able to walk. My son would take me to the bathroom. He would take my pants down and everything, close the bathroom door, and say, "Mom, when you clean up and you finish, you call me." So when I finish, he would come in and get me off the seat, and then he would take me back to my bed. That was going on for a couple of times. I was on 33 pills a day. 33 pills a day. 8 every 6 hours. And then one special one. But as I was thinking that I was recuperating, I was emaciating too. So when I looked at myself, I looked like a ghost. And then I told God, I said, "God, I know that you've healed me. But if you healed me and I'm still like this, nobody wants to come near me. Why don't you take this medicine away from me? Let me be able to live without this medicine." 33 tablets. Instead of eating food, the tablet is eating me up. And then it was as if those people would say, "Try it. Why not?" Even though I heard in my spirit that God is telling me, "Leave the medication and see what I'm going to do," I was still afraid. Now I begin to reduce it by 2. If I take 6 instead of the 8, I'll take 6 instead of 8. I kept taking 6, 6, 6, 6. I'll try that for a week. If it works, I'll reduce it to 4. By and large, in about 2 months, I've reduced my medication to 2 each time. So it becomes 9 instead of 33 tablets. In other words, I take 2 every 6 hours. So in 24 hours, I've taken 8, but that special one, making 9. To cut the long story short, I woke up one day and God says, "Who woke you?" I look around me and I said, "Is you God?" He said, "Then why do you need that tablet?" Because the first thing I do in the morning is when I have to take it before meal. Otherwise, if I take it after meal, I'll vomit everything. So I have to take it. And when I heard that, I said, "God, are you serious? If I don't take it, I'll be okay." And I tried it for the first one I'm to take in the morning. When it's time to take the next one, I didn't feel any pain. I said, maybe I shouldn't take it. And on and on and on, I tried, and I felt better. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen. But one covenant that I made with God, and I'm saying that to every one of us here. You see, God says, "I am the Lord that healeth thee. I am the Lord, your healer. I send my word and heal your disease. I am the Lord dead, and they were serious. They were waiting that who's going to pay millions of dollars on this? You have only one child. We can take care of it. We are millionaires. Let's die and we take your seat. And they're not joking, because they call my son almost every day. Until one day, I think my son got really angry in the spirit. He said, even if my mother dies, I'm not coming to you. I'm going to Sister Tayo in London. That's my most junior sister. And then I just heard that. And I said, who's that? He said, Uncle. I said, Uncle what? He said, Uncle, so. I said, what is he calling me for? He said, Mom is asking if you are dead, so that he can come and take me. I said, I'm not going to die, don't worry. When I said, program meters do not pick, and he says that, I said, don't pick it anymore. But I'm not going to die. Even if I want to die, because of them, God will not let me die. Because I know when they take you, they're not going to educate you. You're going to become their driver, or their cleaner, their witch. They're going to turn you into their houseboy. But God will not allow that. The commandment I made with God is, God, if you will let me live to raise this only child you have given me, tell me anything you want to do. Even ask me to leave America, go to China, go to Timbuktu, I will go, God. And God honors his word. He says, I will honor my word more than my name. When you follow what God asks you to do, it's a true God. You just have to believe him. You have to have this radical trust in him. And I don't know why I trusted God, because everything around me was failing. Everything around me was failing. I have no family. I went to Nigeria. I cannot stay in my brother's house or houses, because they would have houses in Ikorodu, Victoria Island. I was staying in Ikorodu because I do not think if I stay there, I will survive the night. But what God was telling you and I is that your brother, sister may not be your helper. God will send you to who is going to be your helper. So don't be so close-minded and say, oh, my siblings. They may not be your friends. Because when you read Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 5 and 6, it says a man's enemies are the brothers of his own house. Yours may not be like that. Praise God. But let me tell you, the battle for life, for success, for your destiny, to reach your goal, does not come from the enemy outside. It starts from the inside. Your own brother might look at you and say, how come my brother James is so smart? How come he's the only one that everybody knows and not me? Jealousy can kill. Envy can kill. And I don't know what God has given me that makes me a target. But I know there's something that God has deposited in all of us that could be envious to other people. That's why we have to guard our destiny with prayer. Jesus started with prayer. He ended with prayer. What I went through may be devastating, but I knew God was taking me somewhere. Since I came out of that cancer, I was a nominal Christian. And when I mean nominal, God bless me, thank you, bye-bye, see you tomorrow. When I beat that cancer, I have 24/7 Bible reader. I begin to say, God, let me know you to the point where I will hear you. When I wasn't a born-again Christian, when people say they hear God, I say, he's good, he's crazy. Who hears God? The Bible is what God says. I never believed it. But we know and know. If you really trust God, if you believe in him, if you walk with God, God will talk to you and you will hear it loud and clear. He will give you instructions that, as a matter of fact, he will be waiting for you to take your pen and your pencil and start writing it down so that you will not forget. Because what it says to you, it doesn't always, it doesn't always come back and tell you again. Because it says, once has the Lord spoken, twice have I heard. When God speaks to you, start writing it down or start doing it. Because Bernard is disobedience. So when this thing happened, I knew God was taking me somewhere, but I don't know where. I didn't have a job. After I lost that one, before